just tuning in, I'm Tom McKay, your amazing host with 3D Politics, David Van, David Oldham. We got a couple more stories and court updates. Do we have something about a Kentucky that was tied into this flu victim?
Well, the real thing is that it's important to note that you have that corrections officers, whether they be jailers or prison officials, have responsibility over your life, and you lose a lot of your, virtually all of your rights. In Kentucky today, 2 corrections officers pled guilty to federal charges in the beating, of a handcuffed inmate, where they literally made up a story, an excuse to beat him, and then beat him, and then were later discovered, lost their jobs. One guy's 48 years old. He's been doing it for a while and should have known better. But anyway,
well, this is the first time he got caught.
Yes. Well, that's my point. And I don't mean he should have known better than to get caught. I mean, he should have known better
I know you did.
than to be doing any of that stuff. So, there is corruption within the supposed good guys, and we owe it to, especially with all the political prisoners we have in prison, we have got to make sure that the corruption is rooted out.
Yeah.
So that was that story.
The scooter story here in Tulsa. They figured out that all their lockdown was going to also conflict with the current laws of riding a motorcycle already.
Or a bicycle.
Or even a bicycle. Damn you biped motorized scooters. So quick facts here from Fox 23 News. Motorized scooters are now legal in Tulsa. Lime scooters can be found in downtown Tulsa, Cherry Street, and Brookside. Scooters are allowed to be driven on the streets in Tulsa city limits only. Drivers must have a driver's license to use scooters. Anyone caught driving a scooter under the influence will be charged with a DUI. So tell us a little bit about.
Well, and let me clarify on that. A kid's got a motorized scooter and he's playing around in the neighborhood, his driveway, whatever. They're probably not going to enforce that. But if you're downtown business district,
I got videos for you though.
But here's the thing, and they don't report this in any of the stories, is that currently in Oklahoma, a 14-year-old can get a motorcycle license and drive the interdispersal loop at 55 miles an hour downtown.
It's arbitrary enforcement of law, baby.
At 14. But the point is, they're straining at a gnat, and they're just swallowing the camel on this. Now, I support the right of a 14-year-old to get a motorcycle license if he can pass the test, okay?
Well, we're going to have to talk about that because, again, as I keep repeatedly pointing out, licensure of all kinds by the state government is unconstitutional. It's illegal.
Fair point.
So the point is that 14-year-old, if he's going to be driving that motorcycle, just as we were talking about guns earlier, is responsible for knowing the rules and obeying the rules and staying within the limits, and his parents should be held responsible for letting him out if he's going out with their permission.
I think if that's the case, then he shouldn't be able to ride till he's able to enforce and be responsible for his own civil rights.
And nor should he have a gun, right?
Well, no, he can protect him.
Human rights don't allow you to have a gun.
Well, what do you mean by what do you mean by be able to enforce his civil rights?
What I'm saying, if you're asking his parents to be responsible for him, then he shouldn't be allowed to be out there doing that anyway. Why is he allowed to go do something that he's not responsible for?
Why is he allowed to go play baseball down at the neighborhood park without his parents?
No. He is fully responsible. Fully responsible.
Okay.
I'm saying the parents also should be responsible.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you let a 12-year-old out in your car and they're just careening down off of cars as they go down the street, but you have allowed that, then the
Then
parent, you're responsible for that.
But if
kid,
that's true,
but
then-
that kid is also responsible.
Well,
So
then I
it-
should
it-
also be free then to, if my 12-year-old can drive down the street without careening off stuff, I should be free to do that.
If it can be done, I mean,
If it can be
hey,
done, that's
look,
right.
look, that's a farm community for you.
Let-
And I've
yeah.
talked to numerous people.
Okay.
who-
Let me
who-
tell you.